So I wanted to take a few presents with this video to go over two very interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, it would really help out a lot, and thank you to those that do it. I very much appreciate it. Now, the two stories I want to discuss involves a big deal that possibly has gone down behind the scenes between Sony and Disney/Marvel, and the recent comments from Sony Pictures adds more to that story as well. Along with that, a cross-gen fix went live recently that fixes an issue many have been having when it comes to playing cross-generational games on the PlayStation 5. It's a minor fix, but it makes things clearer and easier on the PlayStation 5. We're going to dive into both of these stories in this video. First, let me know what your rating for Spider-Man Miles Morales is from 1 to 10. This is obviously related to one of the stories in this video with future PlayStation 5 games. I personally have enjoyed Spider-Man Miles Morales a lot, and I think I gave it an 8 out of 10 when I did my review a while back on the game, but that's of course just my personal rating. So what about you? So comment below, what do you rate Spider-Man Miles Morales from 1 to 10? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, the cross-gen fix on the PlayStation 5. So, one of the smaller annoying things of the PlayStation 5 is dealing with cross-gen games. It's not something major, you just have to pay attention more to what's going on. When you buy a game like Black Ops Cold War or any other cross-gen title, people have had the problem when their PlayStation 5 would download the PlayStation 4 version of the game. Since the PlayStation 5 can play both the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 versions of the game, they can both be downloaded to the console. This was annoying for some because they'd be thinking they're downloading the PlayStation 5 version because why would the PlayStation 5 download the PS4 version of a game? But that's what exactly happened. Before the fix, to avoid this, you would just make sure that you've selected the correct version of the game before downloading. I've had times where even on my home menu, I would try to start up Black Ops Cold War even after I downloaded it, but for some reason it's telling me to download the game, but when I check the options for the version, it switched over to the PS4 version of the game for some reason. I'm not sure why. Regardless, the fix for this whole cross-gen misunderstanding is now live, and it's a simple UI fix notification, simple UI notification letting you know which version of the game you're about to use. For example, we have Tidix here over on Twitter showing the notification for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It states, you're about to play the PS4 version of this game. Do you want to switch over to the PlayStation 5 version? It's a simple fix, and I think it makes it a bit more clear now in regards to what's going on. But you guys let me know if you've ever accidentally downloaded the PlayStation 4 version of a game, or has that never happened to you? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the second story of the video, the PlayStation/Marvel and future PlayStation 5 game story. This one could be a big one. So there was a story that went live not too long ago. I noted it down but didn't really pay much attention to that story. Website CBR put out the story about Sony and Disney possibly extending their Spider-Man MCU deal. If you don't remember, not too long ago there was this big whole thing about whether or not Tom Holland's Spider-Man would continue in the MCU if Sony, who own the movie rights, and Disney didn't come to an agreement. Sony wasn't into the deal of Disney wanting 50-50 co-financing for future Spider-Man movies, etc., but they came to an agreement in the end. But I don't think we know the clear details of what happened to reach that agreement. But in regards to the future of this deal, CBR states on their site, Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures have reportedly extended the deal that allows the Marvel character Spider-Man to be used in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. According to the Diz Insider show, the deal was allegedly extended as a result of Spider-Man's increasingly important role in the MCU's future. So that's one part of this whole situation. Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios/Disney reportedly extending their deal. Now, on the other end, on Sony's side, we recently had Sony Pictures CEO Tony Vincakura discussed the future of the company and PlayStation's integration with Sony Pictures. Reading from Media Post, going forward, Tony believes there will be much more integration of Sony Corp's other entertainment products, including from its video gaming system, PlayStation. We have no specific plan yet, he says, but we have a program within the company called One Sony. You'll be seeing a lot more integration of Sony companies together. Vince Sakura says Sony is developing 3 movies and 7 TV shows from its PlayStation video game content. One Sony is something we've known about for a while to be happening at Sony, and we're seeing more of it now with upcoming content like the Uncharted movie or the Last of Us TV show, and apparently more is coming, and we've seen collaborations between Sony Music and Sony Computer Entertainment as well. So let's take in the possible deal between Sony and Disney continuing with Marvel, along with the continued integration with Sony Pictures and PlayStation. And let's now look at INSOMNIAC Games. For people who don't know, Sony does not own the gaming rights for Spider-Man. This is a deal they have with Marvel, a partnership. So think with me for a second on this. INSOMNIAC Games is a studio that is very capable and has produced 2 very well received Spider-Man games. The studio is also capable of making multiple games at once. They have Ratchet & Clank dropping early next year. They just released Spider-Man Miles Morales. They also remastered Spider-Man PS4 for the PS5, and they're probably already working on Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5. INSOMNIAC Games is great at producing Marvel games so far. They can produce multiple games at once at a time. Sony is seemingly extending their deal with Disney/Marvel, and more integration will be taking place between Sony Pictures and PlayStation. So looking at all of this, I can't help but think of INSOMNIAC Games maybe producing more Marvel games. The studio is again capable, and after seeing 2 successful Spider-Man games, I have to think Sony and Marvel are thinking about this or have thought about this already. The possibility of more Marvel games from the studio, mixing the reported extension and greater integration between Sony Pictures and PlayStation. There is something there. I personally believe there is something there. It's hard to think after Spider-Man 3 or whatever they call it on the PlayStation 5, Marvel and Sony just won't make any more games unless there's a big plunder within the next Spider-Man game or something. You know, Spider-Man 2 is just horribly received. I feel like there's more to come from this relationship between Marvel and Sony. For me, if they don't make more, that's just money lost there that they could be making. But you guys let me know if you think we could get more Marvel games from INSOMNIAC Games or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps. And subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with the PlayStation Marvel universe. Obviously, based on what we're talking about, if you want that type of universe there, more Marvel games from INSOMNIAC Games, destroy the comment section with the PlayStation Marvel universe. And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.